Good evening, and welcome to the Cuyahoga Falls Amateur Radio Club's Monday evening transmission of Amateur Radio Newsline. My name is Russ, and my call is KDA-VYT. But for this presentation of Newsline, I will be using the club call Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor. Without further ado, this is Amateur Radio Newsline.
Amateur Radio Newsline report number 2474 with the release date of Friday, March 28th, 2025. To follow in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The following is a QST. In the Netherlands, amateur radio signals bounce off of Venus and back to Earth. An international team of operators raises awareness of autism spectrum disorder, and Newsline's April Fool's Day correspondent is back with some big news for you. All this and more as Amateur Radio Newsline report number 2474 comes your way right now.
From around the world, this is Newsline, Amateur Radio's independent, on-the-air news and bulletin service. And now reporting from Valparaiso, Indiana, here's Paul Brown, WD9GCO.
Our top story this week is a first for Radio Telescope in the Netherlands, which succeeded in bouncing amateur radio signals off of Venus, the latest such achievement by scientists around the world. Stephen Kinford, NAWB, brings us this update.
Amateur radio signals that were bounced off Venus from 26 million miles away have returned to Earth, where they were picked up by the Downeast Radio Telescope, PI-9RD, in the Netherlands, according to news reports on the 25th of March. The achievement, the second of its kind in Europe, means that amateur radio signals covered a distance that is more than 100 times greater than those that are traveled by Earth-Moon-Earth, or moon-bound signals. Scientists' fascination with using Venus bounce dates back several decades when radar was bounced off the planet from the Massachusetts Institute of Technology here in the United States. Much later, radar from the Arecibo Observatory in Puerto Rico was bounced off Venus, and the signals returned to Earth was picked up by the Green Bank Telescope in West Virginia. The radar trace was used to create imagery of the planet's surface. It was a German observatory that achieved what is considered a first for Europe using amateur radio waves. A team from AMSAT-DL achieved bounce and successful reception 16 years ago at the ground station at the Bochum Observatory, sending a CW signal. Until the Downeast Venus bounce, this was the only such achievement to date of its kind. Meanwhile, in the U.S., California not-for-profit group, the Open Research Institute, has begun a project as well involving Venus-Earth experimentation. ORI asks interested hams to contact them via their website, opensearch.institute. That's opensearch, one word, .institute. This is Stephen Kinford, NAWB.
Smartphone users in the UK could soon be able to connect wirelessly to satellites under a proposal being considered by that nation's regulator, as we learn from Jeremy Boot, G4NJH.
The UK is poised to have the first European telecommunications system that enables standard smartphones to send and receive signals from space. The system, known as direct-to-device technology, connects smartphones wirelessly to satellites. A similar permission was recently authorized in the US by the Federal Communications Commission. The UK regulator, Ofcom, is proposing to allocate radio frequencies for use in the UK, especially for rural and other currently underserved communications network areas, and is inviting comments from the public until the 20th of May. Ofcom believes that this could both facilitate sending text and internet connections during outages, and that access would be allowed to the mobile airwaves for two-way communications between smartphones and satellite operators' networks. If approved, service could begin to roll out later this year. There has already been a promising field test of the technology in January under a trial license issued to Vodafone, who, using a standard smartphone, completed the first satellite video call from a remote part of Wales, currently without standard mobile network coverage. This is Jeremy Boot, G4NJH.
Autism spectrum disorder is often misunderstood, but an international effort is going on the air starting on April 2nd to change all that. We have those details from Jack Parker, W8ISH.
The call for autism awareness will be heard around the world during the week of April 2nd through to April 8th. HAMS will be calling CQ Special Event Autism Awareness Week, encouraging inclusion and awareness of the autism spectrum disorder. This event is being organized for the third year by James Gallo, KB2FMH, who believes the best impact the activation can have is its engagement of other operators in rag-chews or short chats about their experiences with autism. James says that because this is not a contest, the real prize is the experience of meaningful contact and conversation, spreading the word that it's okay to be different. During last year's event, that message traveled far and wide. In the U.S., listen for the call sign W2A. Listen for other stations around the world, including GB2AA, 8A2AAW, S76A, VO1BIG/VE3, and 7A2M. Visit the QRZ.com page for W2A to see which call signs are participating and to learn more about the autism spectrum disorder, which is an often misunderstood diagnosis or may go altogether undiagnosed. This is Jack Parker, W8ISH.
Although the U.S. administration is making cuts to the parent agency of Voice of America and other international news services, the Voice of America Museum in Westchester, Ohio, is assuring visitors that it is not affected by these government decisions. The museum is a standalone, not-for-profit entity that relies on support from the public, not federal funding. The museum's executive director, Jack Dominic, released a statement reassuring concerned hams and other callers that the museum will continue to tell the story of the Voice of America even as the news agency itself goes silent. As always, the museum looks forward to seeing hams from around the world during Hamvention this coming May. Museum hours during Hamvention will be from noon to 9 p.m. on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That's May 15th through to May 17th. And on Sunday, May 18th, from noon to 5 p.m. Admission is $10 at the door. Amateur radio station WC8VOA will be on the air, so bring a copy of your license. In related news, a federal court in the United States has declared that Radio Free Europe and Radio Liberty, one of the government-run news services marked for dismantling by the White House, cannot be terminated. The U.S. District Court said that the news service's continued operation, serving listeners overseas, was, quote, in the public interest, end quote. According to a report on the Radio World website, the judge's ruling on March 26th concluded that, quote, irreparable harm, end quote, would result from any shutdown. Many of us are familiar with the twice-a-year ritual of turning the clocks ahead or rolling them back. But how about turning the calendar back, say, 90 years? Andy Morrison, K9AWM, tells us why some CW ops simply can't wait to do that.
It's time to put away your software-defined rig and enjoy being behind the times, way behind the times. The George Batterson 1935 QSO party will devote 2 weekends in April to rigs that were either manufactured or home-brewed in 1935 or before. CW Ops will be looking to make QSOs on the weekends of April 5th through the 7th and April 12th through the 14th to honor the silent key George Batterson, W2GB, who was one of the original founders of the Antique Wireless Association based in upstate New York. The CW Ops are hoping for contacts with as many other 1935-era stations as possible on 160, 80, 40, and 20 meters. And they expect that, like the rigs themselves, the experience will be a classic. This is Andy Morrison, K9AWM.
We remind our listeners that the young hams who live in the continental United States have an opportunity to make news, if they aren't already doing so, by being a recipient of this year's Amateur Radio Newsline Bill Pasternak Memorial Young Ham of the Year Award. Consider nominating an amateur radio operator 18 years of age or younger, someone who has talent, promise, and a commitment to the spirit of ham radio. Do you know someone who might qualify to receive this year's honor? Find application forms on our website, arnewsline.org, under the YHOTY tab. Nominations are now open. We are accepting nominations through May 31st. Time for you to identify your station. We are the Amateur Radio Newsline, heard on bulletin stations around the world, including the W8ODJ Summit County Aries repeater on 444.550 megahertz in Akron, Ohio, on Thursdays at 8 p.m. local time. An annual religious pilgrimage in India ended with an additional but unintended journey for an 80-year-old widow who was unable to speak. That is, until a group of hams helped her find her way home recently. Jim Meechan, ZL2BHF, has the story.
The Hindu pilgrimage known as the Gangasagar Mela left an 80-year-old participant lost and alone at the end of the event this past January. She'd become separated from the group she had traveled with from her home state. Unable to speak, she was eventually taken to the local police station where officers assumed she was ill and transported her to the district hospital. That's when another group, an amateur radio organization known as the West Bengal Radio Club, was called in by police to solve the mystery of where she was from. The club's members are widely known for their robust communications network, which has assisted scores of displaced persons over the years. Using amateur radio and other means, the club circulated information about the woman and sent a photograph to amateur radio clubs around the country. Within a few hours, the response came back that the woman was from the state of Uttar Pradesh and had travelled to the annual pilgrimage by train with a group from the district of Baliar. The hams learned that during the past 2 months, several people from Baliar had returned to West Bengal to look for her, but without success. The hams provided the missing pieces to the puzzle, and according to Ambrashna Biswa, VU2JFA, secretary of the radio club, the police in her home district have since been directed by the local magistrate to bring her safely home. This is Jim Meechan, ZL2BHF.
Congratulations to John Schouten, VE7TI, who has been inducted into the Canadian Amateur Radio Hall of Fame for 2024. John was a founding member of the Vancouver Emergency Community Telecommunications Organization, where he has also been a director. He has also served as a local emergency coordinator for Radio Amateurs of Canada for Vancouver. Over the years, John has been regional amateur radio representative and local municipal amateur coordinator for the British Columbia Provincial Emergency Program. He is active with the Surrey Emergency Program Amateur Radio Group and the Surrey Amateur Radio Communications, where he serves as director and developer of its course for the Basic Amateur Radio Exam. He is also editor of the club's newsletter, The Communicator. The Hall of Fame honor was also given posthumously to Adam Farson, VA7OJ, who became a silent key in March of 2024. A winner of the Technical Achievement Award at Ham Avention in 2022, Adam's wisdom and expertise was much sought after on a wide range of HF transceivers and amplifiers. The retired telecom engineer was a longtime member of the North Shore Amateur Radio Club. In Fiji, a team of hams has been honoring a friend and fellow de-expeditioner who left a lasting legacy. We hear more from Jason Daniels, VK2LAW.
The de-expeditioner and humanitarian known as Zorro, Juliet Hotel 1 Alpha Juliet Tango, left enduring footprints on the planet where so many entities in Asia and Africa spelled adventure for him on his activities. His legacy reflects his commitment beyond merely calling QRZ from these locales. His many humanitarian works include the establishment of the Foundation for Global Children in 2010. He also gave an endowment to the Index's Humanitarian Aid Fund. Zorro sought to improve the lives of people wherever his travels took him, especially children. when he became a silent key in March of 2022 at the age of 72. His death from cancer left a void that his friends continue to fill in the same spirit with which Zorro lived his life. The special event station 3 Delta 2 Alpha Juliet Tango has been on the air from Fiji since the 16th of March to honour Zorro and will continue through the end of April, with operators using CW, SSB, FT4, FT8 and VARAC. 4-page QSL cards will be available after the activation, featuring a collection of photos from Zorro's life and the statement from him, quote, "I shall go wherever I am needed, and I shall do whatever needs to be done," end quote. 3 years after his passing, Zorro Yasuo Miyazawa continues to be remembered with this memorial activation, even as his other good works carry on as well. For more details, see the QRZ.com page for 3D2AJT. This is Jason Daniels, VK2LAW.
In the world of DX, listen for call sign 4K0T on the air from the Kizi Mountains of Azerbaijan on the 29th and the 30th of March. The team will be using single sideband and FT8 on 80 through 10 meters. See QRZ.com for QSL details. Dave, G4OSY, is using the call sign 8P9EI from Barbados, IOTA number NA021 through to the 6th of April. Dave can be found on CW and single sideband on 40 through 10 meters. QSL to his home call signs. Listen for Alex, K6VHF, who is calling QRZ as K6VHF/HR9 from Roatan Island, IOTA number NA057 in Honduras from the 30th of March through to the 6th of April. Alex is using mainly the digital modes on 80 through 6 meters. See QRZ.com for QSL details. Our final story comes from someone who is possibly Newsline's hardest working correspondent of all, Pierre Pullenmaleg. Pierre works so hard that he only has time for one story a year on April Fool's Day. He's back in time for this year's April 1st exclusive. Remember, you heard this report first on Amateur Radio Newsline. In fact, this is probably the only place you'll hear it. Pierre?
Bonjour, mes amis. Pierre has wonderful news. Those nasty solar storms that are messing with our QSOs are sacre bleu. They have inspired the big changes in the popular award schemes. And now, thanks to these changes, everyone can now compete in the middle of a radio blackout. Do you do the POTA, SOTA, BOTA, IOTA, or any other OTA? Well, you will celebrate this, mes amis. It is time for parks off the air, summits off the air, beaches off the air, islands off the air. Well, you get the idea, yes? The rules, well, you must go to a park. You must climb a summit or go to the beach and then stay there for as long as you can, even overnight. Do absolutely nothing for hours. Do not even bring your radio, mes amis. You do not even need to be licensed. Oh, this is easy, man, no? Pierre, in fact, he does this every day and has even won a big trophy for couches off the air and inflatable mattresses off the air and, I might add, bar stools off the air. Oh, Pierre is a very big winner there. Cordon bleu. You will excuse me now, please. Another competition is about to begin, and Pierre is so very, very thirsty. This is Pierre pulling my leg for Amateur Radio Newsline. Au revoir, mes amis.
Have you sent your amateur radio haiku to Newsline's Haiku Challenge yet? It's as easy as writing a QSL card. Send your thoughts down using traditional haiku format, a 3-line verse, with 5 syllables in the first line, 7 in the second, and 5 in the third. Submit your work on our website at arnewsline.org. Each week's winner gets a shout-out on our website where everyone can find the winning haiku. With thanks to Amateur News Daily, AMSAT DL, Ambarishnag Viswa, VU2JFA, David Behar, K7DB, Dwingelo Observatory, DX World, Jack Dominic, James Gallo, KB2FMH, Ofcom, QRZ.com, the Radio Amateurs of Canada, shortwaveradio.de, space.com, the Wireless Institute of Australia, Yahoo Finance, and you, our listeners. That's all from the Amateur Radio Newsline. We remind our listeners that Amateur Radio Newsline is an all-volunteer, non-profit organization that incurs expenses for its continued operations. If you wish to support us, please visit our website at arnewsline.org and know that we appreciate you all. We also remind our listeners that if you like our newscast, please leave us a 5-star rating wherever you subscribe to us. For now, with Karen Eve Murray, KD2GUT at the news desk in New York, and our news team worldwide, I'm Paul Brown, WD9GCO in Valparaiso, Indiana, saying 73. As always, we thank you for listening. Amateur Radio Newsline is copyright 2025.
This concludes our Monday evening transmission of Amateur Radio Newsline. Net to start in about 10 minutes.
W8VPV. Repeater. W8VPV. Repeater.
Good evening. Calling all amateur radio operators. Welcome to the Cuyahoga Falls Amateur Radio Club Monday night VHF UHF net. My name is John and my call is WO3X. However, for the purposes of this net, I'll be using the club call Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor. This is an open directed net. All amateur radio operators are invited and encouraged to check in. You do not have to be a club member. All traffic will go through net control, and since emergency traffic may break in at any time, please leave a brief pause between transmissions. The purpose of this net is to bring together all amateur radio operators for the exchanging of amateur-related ideas and information, to enhance net operating practices, and to keep members up to date about club happenings. This net meets here every Monday evening at 8:30 p.m. local time, preceded by Amateur Radio Newsline at 8:01. We will start with announcements and then ask for check-ins from any officer or member who has an announcement of general interest to the club. Once that is complete, I'll take check-ins, call signs only, 5 at a time, and confirming each call. Then I'll correspond with those 5 check-ins and ask for 5 more until the activity slows down, and then I'll go 1 at a time.
W8VPV, repeater PL110.9.
If you're a regular participant, I'll probably recognize you by call sign. If not, please give your call repeated phonetically, followed by your name and your location. When all check-ins have been worked, I will close the net after repeating the announcements and then giving one last call for check-ins. We also operate a band exploration net at 9:30 p.m. after this net. Please join us if you have the privileges and equipment. This evening we will be on 17 meters on or about 18.127 megahertz. Okay, here are the announcements. The next meeting of the Cuyahoga Falls Amateur Radio Club will be on April 9th at 7:30 p.m. and in person it will be at the Pilgrim United Church on has an address of 130 Broad Boulevard, but you get to the meeting by going to the parking lot, which is on 2nd Street just south of Broad Boulevard, and then go into the building just off the corner of the parking lot. You can also attend actively on Zoom, and the link will be on the calendar. That link will be on our homepage, www.cfarc.org. And then on the right side, scroll down to April 9th to see the meeting link. Now, before that meeting, days before that meeting is our Hamfest on April 5th. We need people on April 4th, that's Friday evening, starting at 6 p.m., to help set up the tables and chairs and to place the tags onto the tables for the vendors so that they know which tables are theirs. Also, we will be setting up an area for the volunteer exam, which will be on Saturday morning, and so we will have curtains to close off one area there. We don't have access to that auditorium
anymore. It has been worked on for some other purpose, and so it's not available for us to use there for the volunteer exams, but we will have the exams at the HamFest site. I don't know if you got an email from Anthony that has a link for the volunteer sign-up, and I don't see the link on our website now for volunteering, so maybe I'm not sure how you would let us know about being a volunteer if you didn't get the email message. And then if you go to our website, www.cfarc.org, you will see what's called unmeetings at the clubhouse. We've been gathering there from time to time now for other radio-related gatherings. And so take a look at that, at those dates, and see if you might be interested in going over to the clubhouse there for that activity. Okay, that's all that I have in the way of announcements. This is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor asking for any member or officer who has an announcement of general interest to the club.
W8EZT.
W8EZT, go ahead, Frank.
All right, thanks a lot, John. Done a great job getting word of our HamFest out. Again, as he said, we do need volunteers. I don't see the link right now on the website, but if you can volunteer and have not already signed up, we certainly could use your help both Friday and Saturday. Send me email to my call sign, W8EZT, at cfarc.org, and we'll get you set up. Most of the work is pretty straightforward, just kind of watching the door, asking people to show their tickets, check wristbands early in the morning. As John said, set out tables, chairs, things like that. We don't want to overwork you, but we sure could use lots of little detailed help, and we really do appreciate it. Everything is looking good to a great HamFest. We've gotten a lot of positive feedback at several earlier HamFests that I've been to this year, so we're looking for a great time. The weather looks like it's going to cooperate. It's going to be rainy Saturday, which means people won't be outside enjoying the spring weather, so they will hopefully be coming to our HamFest and spending their money. All right, that's all I got, John. We'll hand it back to you. W8EZT, back to net.
Okay, Frank. Yeah, that sounds good. Yes, having people sending a message to W8EZT at cfarc.org for additional volunteering activity. Thanks. Okay, are there any other officers or members who have an announcement of general interest to the club? This is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor.
Alpha Charlie 8 X-Ray Oscar.
Saturday. W8VPV. Repeater.
Okay, I got Vince, and there was somebody else there. I will get back with the other one after Vince. AC8XO, go ahead, Vince, with your comments.
It's the end of the month. Tomorrow's April Fool's Day. Don't be a fool. Whatever. Anybody's got articles, Anthony sent a whole bunch of stuff in. Anybody's got anything else, got until tomorrow. So get on Alpha Charlie 8 X-Ray Oscar, back to net.
Vince. Thanks for that information. You hear that, people? Get your articles into newsletter editor at cfarc.org. Okay, who else was in there at that when I called? This is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor. Okay, are there any other officers or members who have an announcement of general interest to the club? This is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor. Okay, not hearing any. I'll take check-ins 5 at a time, call signs only. Let me confirm each call one at a time. This is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor with John WO3X at the mic.
K8PU.
K8PU, I have you, Larry. Another check-in, please.
KD8YAX.
KD8YAX. Good hearing from you. We'll get back with you. We want to hear about your vacation there. Another check-in, please. I got the KF8, but I didn't catch the suffix. We didn't get anything from that, but we'll get back with you. Unless you're in and out, are you in and out? Okay, I got Delta, Golf Delta. That's close enough, and I got you as in and out. So thanks for checking in, and have a good evening. Okay, and we'll be on 17 meters on 18.127 megahertz later, if you have the privileges. That'll be at 9:30. Okay, this is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor asking for check-ins.
K-A-8-G-K-G, John and Akron.
Okay, I got K-A-A-G-K-G, John and Akron, and there was somebody before John and Akron. Come on back. I think I heard an O in there. That's about it. Are you in and out? Oh, okay. KF8, A-N-O. Okay, your signal was going up and down, but I got the A-N-O, so I know who you are there. Thanks. Let's see, so how many is that? I'll take one more before we go up to the top.
Kilo Bravo 8 Victor Hotel Kilo, John and Kenmore, in and out.
On the Kenmore, I have you in and out. Thanks for checking in, 73, and have a good evening. And so I'll take one more here. Go ahead.
KE8TQR, Keith in Uniontown.
KE8TQR, Keith in Uniontown. Okay, we'll get back with you in a moment here. Okay, so let's go up to Larry, K8PU. Go ahead, Larry, with your comments.
John, everybody on the net, well, looking forward to this weekend. One of our 2 big weekends we have each year, and this is the first one. And like Frank said, the weather looks very right to have a ham fest. Of course, that's why we left February to start with. And so look forward to seeing everybody there, and it'll be great because many people don't actually make the meetings anymore thanks to Zoom, and just a lot of familiar faces haven't been so familiar, and also good to hear Forrest check in there. I haven't seen or heard anything from Forrest for a while, so good to hear you, buddy. Okay, back to you, John. W8VPV, K8PU.
Okay, Larry, very good. Yeah, if you want sunny and 80 degrees, you're going to have to turn that sun lamp on this evening. So that's how it goes for now. Thanks for checking in. And do you have 17-meter capability?
Hey there.
Was that a yes or a no?
John, I said I would be there. I can do it. K8PU.
Okay, very good. Thanks. I'll listen for you. Okay, next is Forrest, KDA-YAX. Go ahead, Forrest. Tell us a little bit there about your fun time there, rather than just in and out. Go ahead, Forrest.
Well, in actuality, I'm having short-term memory problems, so I really can't say.
Okay, well, that's okay. Sounds like you sound real good there, so sounds like you had a good time there, so very good. Thanks for checking in, 73, and have a good evening. Okay, let's see. KFADGD was in and out, so that takes us down to Jim here, KF8ANO. We had, your signal was varying quite a bit there, but go ahead, we'll see if we can hear most of what you're saying there. Go ahead, Jim. Okay, very good. Well, good to hear from you there. Keep healing up there, and hope to see you soon there in person. Thanks for checking in, 73, and have a good evening. Okay, let's see. Next is KA8GKG. Go ahead, John.
Good evening, John, and hello to everyone on the net. Good to be with you tonight. Not a whole lot to report here, but the Hamfest is coming up. I'm looking forward to it. I sure hope, I'm not a 7 a.m.er, but if I can get up at 7, I'll be there. I haven't missed a Hamfest in the last 5 years, so I hope to be there. Saturday was so nice, I actually made it out in the back or front yard and did some leaf cleanup and enjoyed this 72-degree weather. But that's about it from here in Akron. So with that, 73, and back to net control from KA8GKG.
Okay, John. Yeah, the doors don't open till 8, but volunteers can get there earlier to help out, help with the vendors taking their stuff in and finding where their assigned table is. That's the story there. So thanks for checking in, 73, and hope to see you at the Hamfest there. I'll be a volunteer examiner that day. Okay. Okay, so let's see. KBA VHK was in and out, so that takes us to Keith. KE8TQR. Go ahead, Keith, with your comments.
W8VPV. Repeater.
Got to get that commercial out of the way. W8VPV, this is KE8TQR. Good evening, John. Thanks for taking my check-in. Good evening to everyone else here on the net. Yes, we're looking forward to the Ham Fest this weekend. I will probably be there Friday night to help set up whatever we got to do. John, do you know what time we should be there Friday night, or can Frank let me know one way or the other? But I'll be there Friday night, whatever time you need me. Didn't do much this weekend, just stayed home and got down here in the shack, rearranged some things. I've put together a bulkhead connector for all my antennas coming in, the coaxes coming in, so that I can disconnect my antennas a little bit easier. Right at the moment, I got to reach behind everything to try to find connections and all that stuff. It's a bit of a, that's what it is. And figured I'd make this up. But I was talking to some friends up in Michigan and Wisconsin. They had some really nasty weather up there. One fellow lost his tower, and another one, he was so iced up he couldn't do anything at all. So we missed it down here in Ohio. I did have a little bit of rain, a little bit of wind. There was some thunder and lightning, but not much last night. So we missed it all, which is a good thing. Anyway, looking forward to seeing everybody this weekend at the Ham Fest. I just want to wish everyone a great evening tonight, a great rest of the week. And this is KE8TQR sending it back to you, John, at Net Control, saying 73 and God bless.
Okay, Keith. 6 o'clock, 6 p.m. there on Friday evening. So that's when we'll get started with moving the tables around and all that. And then the vendors can start coming in around 7 with, they can put their stuff out. The ones that, not everybody shows up for that. Not all the vendors show up for that. A lot of them wait till Saturday morning, but that's also a good time to maybe see if one of them has some kind of treasure or something that you've been wanting to get, and they have it. You could make them an offer there and get that treasure there before the Hamfest starts. The day before. So 6 p.m. there on Friday evening. Okay, let's see. So this is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor with John WO3X at the mic, asking for check-ins.
Okay, Bess.
K8HMS, for some reason your signal, it was strong, but it dropped out for a moment there. And so we'll get back with you, Steve. Another check-in, please.
Recheck W8EZT.
W8EZT, go ahead, Frank.
My apologies, I accidentally keyed up on Steve's check-in, so that's why his signal dropped. Just wanted to let the volunteers know you will be getting emails probably late Tuesday or early Wednesday with a lot more details about what's going on, what we're doing, frequencies for the HTs, things like that. So hang in there. You will hear from me. We're still putting stuff, last-minute stuff together. All right, John, back to net, W8EZT.
Okay, Frank, very good. Thanks. Thanks for that information about volunteers getting an email message. That'll be helpful. Okay, let's see. So I got Steve, K8HMS. Another check-in, please. We'll get back with you, Steve.
Alpha 8 Radio, Charlie, November, Fairman Valley.
Okay, I got WA8RCN, and then let's see, that would be KFA in the Merriman Valley. Is that right, Tony?
Roger, roger.
Okay, we'll get back with you in a moment here. Another check-in, please.
KE8 CTF, Jesse in and out.
Okay, KE8, I got you in and out. Thanks for checking in, 73, and have a good evening. Another check-in, please.
KF8G, Brian and Norton, in and out.
KF8G, Brian and Norton, thanks for checking in, 73, and have a good evening. I have you marked as in and out. Let's see how many we have here now. Well, let's go up to Steve here, K8HMS. Go ahead, Steve, with your comments.
W8VPV in the net, K8 chip. Oh, no, geez, I gotta be quick, I guess. You know, hang on, wait one.
Okay, Steve, sounds like you have a nose cold there.
WAVPV, you got me now, John?
Yeah, you were good before. Was your radio turning on the fryer?
Yeah, it's crazy. All of a sudden, 2 meters was messing up the TV in the living room. I didn't realize it, so I flipped over to 440 here, and I guess we're okay with that. I don't know what it is. Anyway, last week or last few weeks, 2 meters has been fine. But anyway, good evening to you. Good evening to everybody. Good to hear you and everybody. And yeah, we'll look for you on, what was it, 17 meters. I've been fighting a cold here, so it's been kind of a bummer lately, but hopefully get some warm weather, get over it. So back to you, WAVPV, KHMS.
Okay, Steve, yeah, we'll be on or about 18.127 megahertz upper sideband, 18.127 at 9:30. Okay, yeah, very good. Well, I get better with that cold there, although I don't see any warm weather on the way for that. In fact, it's going to be cool and damp, so that might help the cold. Who knows? So thanks for checking in, 73, and hope to hear you on 17 meters this evening. So next is Jim, WA8RCN. Go ahead, Jim, with your comments. This is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor.
Hey, John, W8VPV from WA8RCN. Okay, say good evening to you and everybody on the net. And yeah, good times coming up Saturday. We'll be at the Hamfest, and looking forward to see a lot of guys that we hear on here and a lot of guys that I know, and it's always a good time, so that'll be good. And this weekend we just kind of stayed in the house and played contests. Did the last of the final big contest this weekend and wrapped that one up, and that's about it now for a while. But the CQ Worldwide WWPX contest on sideband. As you well know, I'm more of a CW guy, but we do the sideband contest too. Let me break here for time.
W8VPV. Repeater TL110.9.
And like the last 4 or 5 contests there, 10 meters was good. It was hot. There were stations all the way up to 2,900, so you guys all get a chance to get on the radio and can get on 10 meters. It's still hopping pretty good for the next couple of years. Ended up, long story short, about 1,032 QSOs or contacts, 587 multipliers, and a claim score of 1,350,100. And sounds good. How they do, I don't know. There's a lot of guys out there that did a lot better than I did single hop, you know. I don't know how, but I put a lot of time into it. It's at our age, it gets to be grueling. By Sunday afternoon, you're dead, after 3 hours of sleep on Friday and 3 hours of sleep on Saturday, So, kind of glad it's over, and looking forward to spring and summer now. W8VPV, W8RCN.
Yeah, very good, Jim. I didn't participate in that. I know that my call sign would be popular because of the unusual prefix, so that's how that goes. But I got an email from the Idaho QSO Party people, and when you submit your log for that, N1MM doesn't add on the bonus, and they knew that, because it says there when you're submitting your log for that just submit it. We know the loggers will have it wrong, and then we will correct it, because what it doesn't add on is the spud bonus. And what that spud bonus is, if you made a contact with K7S, K7P, K7U, and K7D, then you get a 500-point spud bonus. So I did accomplish that, but I only got 3 of them on phone. One of them I had to resort to CW, which I'm still really poor at. But I hope to this year. I hope to improve on my CW skills there. I mean, I was way above 20 words a minute back in 1991 when I got my license, my upgrade to extra, but I didn't use it, and so my skills are really poor at it. But the Breeze Shooters 10-meter ground wave contest in February has a CW version, so I hope to be better at CW by February next year. So we'll see how that goes. So sounds like you did really good there. I mean, over 1 million points. That's pretty good. So thanks for checking in, and maybe we'll hear you there on 17 meters this evening.
Just throw some final comments. Very good, John. Well, just keep at the CW. It just takes time, and the more you practice, the better it gets. And just just do that. And okay on everything you said there. So. Yeah, okay. Very good. Carry on. Thanks a lot.
Okay, thanks for checking in, 73, and have a good evening. Okay, so next is Tony, KF8AVD. Go ahead, Tony, with your comments. This is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor with John W03X at the mic.
Hey there, everyone on the net. Some good news. I managed to finally get my antenna up on my roof over my shack, second floor, and I managed to make a couple of single sideband contacts during the past weekend's contest, so that was exciting. Everything seems to be working great over here. I did pick up a couple of mesh-tastic units with the Prime sale, but really can't build too much of a mesh with just 2 of them in the same house, so still playing around with those. Looking forward to the Hamfest. It's going to mark pretty much my 1-year anniversary of getting my general, and looking forward to hanging out. Back to net.
Okay, Tony, very good. Thanks for checking in, 73. Have a good evening, and hope to see you at the Hamfest. Okay, the next 2 were in and out, so this is Whiskey 8, Victor Papa Victor, asking for check-ins.
Recheck.
Go ahead, recheck.
Yeah, John, this is KHMS. I forgot to mention when I was on before, I don't know if many people know, but March 29th, which was Saturday, that was Vietnam Veterans Memorial Day. So just good thing there to keep the old Vietnam vets in our minds and prayers. And they had a rough time over there and a rough time coming back. So anyway, just thought I'd throw that in. And yeah, I didn't get into the contest this weekend. I was just kind of laying back and taking care of my cold. So anyway, thanks, John, KHMS.
Yeah, very good, Steve. Channel 8 mentioned that Vietnam Veterans Memorial Day there, March 29th. So thanks for mentioning that, and we'll maybe we'll hear you later. Okay, so this is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor asking for check-ins.
KF8 CUA, Eric and Stowe.
Let's see, KF8, what was the rest of it?
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Charlie, Uniform Alpha.
Oh, okay, very good. We'll get back with you in a moment. Another check-in, please.
November 8th, Whiskey Sugar, Bill,
NAWS, Bill, are you in and out?
Yeah, I just want to stop by and say hello, and I hope everyone got through the storm without any trouble, and that's about it. Everyone have a great rest of the week. Watch out for the Wednesday weather. Back to NAWS 7-3, everyone.
Okay, Bill, very good. Thanks for checking in, 73, and have a good evening. Okay, another check-in, please.
This is Kilo Echo 8, Uniform Lima Charlie, Kurt in Cuyahoga Falls, in and out.
Okay, Kurt, I have you in and out. Thanks for checking in, 73, and have a good evening. Okay, we'll go up to KF8 CUA. Go ahead with your comments. This is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor.
Yes, good evening. This is KF8 CUA, Eric and Stowe. Just checking out this second-hand Chinese VHF radio I acquired today. I hope it sounds okay. I only had about an hour to get everything dialed in and get my radio tuned up, or my antenna tuned up properly. So love a signal report there. And to the fellow with the Mesh-tastic toys, I have one that's been running continuously for the last about 60 days in Stowe. So if you're ever up this way with your Mesh-tastic, maybe you can find me. That's all I have. Appreciate everyone checking in and listening. KF8 CUA, back to net.
W8VPV, repeater.
Yeah, very good, Eric. That radio is working very well. So thanks for checking in, 73, and have a good evening. And thanks for mentioning about the Mesh-tastic. Okay, so Bill and Kurt were in and out. So this is Whiskey 8, Victor Papa Victor, asking for check-ins. I'll go one at a time now. You dropped out there, or what's the call sign again?
Recheck.
Oh, go ahead, recheck.
This is KF8ABD, the guy with the Mesh-tastic. I missed the last part of your call sign. Can you Come again phonetically.
It's CUA, Charlie Uniform Alpha.
Copy that as CF8CUA. Is that correct?
KF8CUA, Eric in Stowe.
Eric, if your email is correct out on QRZ, I will reach out to you and see what we can do.
Roger that. Email address should be correct on QRZ. Thanks.
Thank you. Back to Ned.
Okay, that sounds like fun there. Very good. Thanks. Okay, so this is Whiskey 8, Victor Papa Victor asking for check-ins. I'll go one at a time now.
November 8, Foxtrot, Quebec, Papa, Ted.
Go ahead, Ted.
Good evening, John. Nice hearing you on the net. I had a quick question about the VE session at the Hamfest. Are we going to be able to get in there early to help set up for the VE session at all?
The VE session, let's see, I don't think it starts till 8:30, and the doors open at 8. But yeah, we should be able to get in there early as volunteers.
Okay, I didn't know how much setup needed to be done, whether they needed to move tables and chairs around for that. I know they're not going to have it in that back room this year, so I'll be there. I'll get in there a little early and help set up if I can. This is NAFQP. Back to the net.
Recheck.
Go ahead, recheck.
Hi, this is Frank, W8EZT. We're going to have some room dividers. We'll be renting some room dividers from Miller Rentals. We expect to be trying to set those and the whole VE session area up Friday evening during our setup from 6 to about 9 p.m. So if you can join us then and help, sure would appreciate it. But yes, any of the volunteers, we definitely need you Friday, and of course Saturday we need volunteers as early as 6 a.m. 6 a.m. in the morning to help finishing setup and doing pretty much everything. Also, we'll need help at the back end once the VE sessions are done to take down the room dividers, put them, get them ready to head back to Miller. So definitely could use your help. That's it. Back to net, W8EZT.
W8EZT, this is W03X with a question.
Yeah, go ahead, John.
Are they going to be curtains, or are they going to be like cubicle walls?
Sadly, they're just going to be curtains.
Okay. So they roll up or something, so that they're only 8 feet long and not 10 feet wide?
I've never used them before. I've seen them at other trade shows. They come with 3 pedestal stands and uprights and 2 crossbars, and then some separate drapes that we will have to slide over there. So we'll be assembling them there Friday night and finishing up Saturday morning before the Hamfest.
Okay, very good. Thanks. And I sent you an email message about that, but you answered it here, so you don't have to answer back. So thanks for that information.
Well, part of your email had to do with do they deliver them or do we pick them up, and I don't have an answer yet. I'm going to schedule them tomorrow. I got home right at 4 o'clock today after running a whole day of errands, and they close at 4. So I will have them booked tomorrow, and I will have that answer then.
Okay, very good. Thanks for doing all that. So we'll see you there Friday evening. Okay, anything else, Frank?
Seem to keep breaking in. No, that's everything on my mind right now. And Vince, if you're still monitoring, I am working on an article about clubhouse events this month. I'll try to get it to you in the next couple of days. WADZT back to net.
Okay, Frank, very good. Okay, this is Whiskey 8, Victor Papa Victor asking for check-ins. Okay, I'm not hearing any at this time. Let's see here. So I'll repeat the announcements, and then I'll give one last call for check-ins. Okay, as Frank just mentioned about Vince, the newsletter editor is asking for articles. Today's the last day of the month, so get them in. That's newsletter editor at cfarc.org. Newsletter editor is one word. And as Frank just referred to, our Hamfest is this Saturday, and we'll be setting things up on Friday evening, starting at 6 p.m. at the Medio Party Center. So if you have the time, come on over and help us set up the tables, and then also help later with guiding the vendors to their tables. Let's see, and then Saturday morning early, we need volunteers. So you may get an email about volunteering there. So take a look at that, and please help out if you can. The next regular meeting of the Cuyahoga Falls Amateur Radio Club will be Wednesday, April 9th, and in person it will be at the Pilgrim United Church, which has an address of 130 Broad Boulevard in Cuyahoga Falls. But you get to the meeting by going on 2nd Street just south of Broad Boulevard and going into the parking lot, and then the entrance for the meeting is off the corner of the parking lot, and that's at 7:30 p.m. on August 9th. You can also attend by Zoom, and you can be an active participant on Zoom. So go to www.cfarc.org, and on the right side of the main page is some dates, and so scroll down to April 9th, and the link for the Zoom meeting, part of that meeting, will be right there. So again, that's 7:30 p.m. on April 9th.
W8VPV repeater.
And while you're on that webpage, www.cfarc.org, take a look and you'll see some things about unmeetings. We've been gathering at the clubhouse there from time to time, doing various activities. So take a look at that and see if you're interested in going to one of those. I think that's all that I have in the way of announcements. So this is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor. Last call for check-ins.
One more recheck.
I'm a bit confused. Why don't we use the 24 o'clock instead of AM and PM?
And instead of AM, PM, you want to use UTC, Forrest?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, well, not many people have UTC on their wristwatches or whatever, and on their smartphones. So that's why we go with AM and PM. That's the story on that. So thanks, Forrest, for your comment. And W8EZT, go ahead with your comment there.
Right. Thank you again. First of all, I did find there is a sign up for volunteers on the web page. You have to go to the Hamfest page first. Click on Hamfest. I think it's at the very top of our web page, the front page, and then down below as you go down through the Hamfest page, there's a button for volunteers, and you can click on that, and that'll get you in there. The other thing, as far as the clubhouse, we're trying to make it a monthly get-together there, similar to the way we used to do two meetings every month. We're now doing one meeting at the church in person, and we're going to have a second meeting at the clubhouse unless it's canceled, probably usually a little bit earlier, 4 p.m., maybe 5 p.m., and we'll get announcements out in advance. That meeting will be at the clubhouse. It'll be on the fourth Wednesday of the month, and we'll try to have some kind of a technical program or an operational program or something involving maybe the clubhouse each month. So we're kind of back to two meetings a month. One, the first Wednesday of the month at the church, Pilgrim United Church of Christ in downtown Cuyahoga Falls, and then on the fourth Wednesday of the month at the clubhouse. As I say, we'll get announcements out in the try to get announcements out in the calendar in advance as to what we're doing and what's going on there. So that's all I've got. We'll hand it back to you, John. You're doing a great job. Thanks, and we'll catch you on, I think, 17 meters tonight. W8EZT, I'll be listening. Back to net.
Yeah, very good. Thanks for pointing that out, Frank. Okay, I see it now. To volunteer at the Hamfest, you go to our main page, www.cfarc.org. Up the top is the word Hamfest. Click on that and then scroll down to where you see the state of Ohio. And there's this is toward the right side of the page there. Right under the map there is a link to click on to sign up as a volunteer. So there you go. Thanks for pointing that out, Frank. Okay, this is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor. Last call for check-ins. Okay, not hearing any. In preparing to close this net, I would like to thank all of you who took the time to join us and check in tonight. Without your participation, there would be no net. This has been John, and my call is WO3X, and it's been my pleasure to host this evening's net. At this time, I will close the net with 19 check-ins counting myself and return the repeater to normal and customary amateur radio use. This is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor closing the net at 1:24 UTC, or PM, that's 9:24 PM local time. 7-3.
W8VPV. Repeater. W8VPV. Repeater. PL110.9.
Okay, sounds good. Good evening. Calling all amateur radio operators. Welcome to the Cuyahoga Falls Amateur Radio Club Monday Night Band Exploration Net. My name is John, and my call is WO3X. However, for the purposes of this net, I'll be using the club call Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor. This is an open directed net. All amateur radio operators are invited and encouraged to check in. You do not have to be a club member. All traffic will go through net control, and since emergency traffic may break in at any time, please leave a brief pause between transmissions. The purpose of this net is to bring together all amateur radio operators for the exchanging of amateur-related ideas and information to enhance net operating practices and to keep members up to date about club happenings. This band exploration net meets every Monday evening at 9:30 p.m. local time or 1:32 UTC. At this time of year, it's a different UTC time when on standard time. And preceded by the VHF UHF net at 8:30 and amateur radio Newsline at 8:01. The frequency of this band exploration net, which changes every Monday, is on our calendar on www.cfarc.org on the right side of the page. Let's see, so on the fifth Monday we do various other bands, but on the first Monday we were on 6 meters on or about 50.270 megahertz. On the second Monday we are on 10 meters on or about 28.360 megahertz, upper sideband. 6 meters is on upper sideband also. Then on a third Monday, we are on 40 meters, on or about 7.187 megahertz, but we usually end up being up above 7.2 megahertz, usually, but not always, to avoid other nets and QSOs. Then the fourth Monday, we were on 75 meters on or about 3.827 megahertz. And there again, well, we weren't too far off from 3.827 last week, but we announced on the repeater what frequency we're on just before that band exploration net starts, so you can tell where to be. Okay, so when checking in, please give your call repeated phonetically, followed by your name and your location. Also, let me know if you have any comments or traffic for the net, or if you're checking in and out. I'll start with announcements and then call for officers or members who have items of special interest to the club. On this net, I just go one at a time here. This is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor asking for officers or members who have items of special interest to the club. To the net. Well, you know what? Let me give some announcements here. Okay, the Hamfest is this Saturday. We need volunteers for Friday evening, starting at 6 p.m. And if you didn't sign up yet as a volunteer, you can you can do so by going to our webpage, www.cfarc.org. And then along the top, toward the right, is the word Hamfest. Click on the word Hamfest and scroll down, and below the map of Ohio, which is on the right side of that page, it says sign up form to help at Hamfest. And so click on that, and then let us know when you're available to help out. We need help Friday evening starting at 6 p.m. and then Saturday morning starting at 6 a.m. So let us know how you can help out. Okay, then April 9th is the Cuyahoga Falls Amateur Radio Club meeting, and you can attend in person. That starts at 7:30 at the Pilgrim United Church. It has an address of 130 Broad Boulevard in Cuyahoga Falls, but you get to the meeting by going to the parking lot, which is on 2nd Street just south of Broad Boulevard, and then go into the meeting by off the corner of the parking lot is the entrance to the meeting. Now, if you want to attend by Zoom, which you could be an active participant, then go to our website, www.cfarc, scroll down to that date, to the date of the meeting, which is April 9th, and click on the Zoom link, and you can be an active participant. Okay, the newsletter editor, this is the last day for submitting articles, so hop to it. Vince will take them today, and so you send them to newsletter editor at cfarc.org. Newsletter editor is one word. Okay, that's all that I have. Also on our webpage there on www.cfarc.org, you'll see on the right side there, like below where it says next meetings, there's what's called Clubhouse Unmeeting. Okay, we've been gathering at the clubhouse there from time to time. And so there are a couple of dates there for gatherings at the clubhouse. So keep those in mind, and we can do various activities there at that clubhouse. And like last time we met, we learned about the repeater controller and its various aspects of it. Okay, that's all that I have in the way of announcements. So are there any officers or members who have an item of special interest to the club? This is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor. K8HMS, go ahead, Steve. Am I better on this antenna? Okay, I'll stick with this one then. Okay, thanks for checking in, 73, and have a good evening. Okay, this is Whiskey 8, Victor Papa Victor, asking for check-ins.
Whiskey 8, Echo Zulu Tango.
W8EZT, go ahead, Frank.
I don't have a whole lot to add. I think I did 3 or 4 rechecks during the VHF net, so won't add much more in there. Steve, if you get those balance, I'll help you put them on, and hopefully that'll get rid of whatever interference problems you're seeing with your 2-meter setup. We'll see if we can't get that resolved, so that way you can use both VHF or UHF. Other than that, I don't have a whole lot. I've got a million and a half details I'm working on and notes left and right. I'm trying to get it all together, so in the next day or two we'll get a note out to volunteers as to what we need and what we're doing and what the help we need. But everything is looking towards a very good Hamfest, and we've gotten very positive results and comments in previous years, so I really think this is going to be a good one this year. I know I'm looking forward to it. Thanks in advance to everybody who's volunteered to help and all those who show up, and we hope you have a great time when you're there. That's all I got, John. We'll talk to you later. Back to that W8EZT.
Okay, Frank. Yeah, thanks. Well, yeah, those rechecks there were very helpful. So thanks for pointing out that link for the volunteers. I think that was missing for a while or something because I couldn't find it, but it's clearly there now, so very good. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, on the RFI, we got a new home phone, and here I check into the Sunbelt Service Net every weekday evening, and I check in early. So between 7:30 and 8 o'clock, I check in. Well, I'm using the Yaesu FT DX 5000 MP, which is 200 watts, and the wife was saying that I was coming in on the new telephone. Well, I bought a packet of those clamp-on ferrites down at DX Engineering, and I stuck 2 of them. I don't know why I chose the spot, but just 2 of them that seemed like a good spot down here on the telephone line in the basement, and that fixed the problem. I'm doing 200 watts peak envelope power, and it doesn't go into the telephone at all. And that's a 75-meter net, and so those ferrites really help.
Yes, they do. I did suggest it to Steve. I hope he'll take me up on it, and I'll be able to come over. I will be able, when he gets them, to come over and help figure out where to put them to get the best results. But we'll try to get that solved so he's not RFIing his, I think it was a fryer or something. It was something you don't want to be turning on. All right, back to that, John. Good talking to you. W8EZT.
Okay, yeah, 2 meters this evening. 2 meters was getting into the TV set there at Steve's place, so that's why he went to UHF. Okay, very good, Frank. So we have you checked in. So this is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor asking for check-ins. KATU, go ahead, Larry, with your comment.
Evening, John. Everybody on the net. Everybody's doing. Forward to the weekend when folks will all be there, I hope. So, if you can go on to Zoom and different things, a lot of guys who just don't know if they're still around. So, hopefully you see a lot of familiar faces this weekend. You know, it's one of our 2 big weekend events we have each year. Weather looks good, everything looks good, so look forward to that. Everybody, and big turnout. Oh, about all I have, John. Back to you, W8GTDKC.
Okay, Larry, very good. Yeah, you have a good signal over here, so yeah, that's going to be fun there at that Hamfest there. So there's some people that I know from other nets that are going to be there. So we'll be doing eyeball contacts there, too. Very good. Thanks for checking in, 73, and have a good evening. Okay, this is Whiskey 8, Victor Papa Victor, asking for check-ins. This is John, WO3X, at the mic.
Kilo Echo 8, Tango, Quebec, Romeo.
KF8AVD, and there was somebody in the background there, but we'll get back with you. Go ahead, Tony. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Tony, you're coming through just fine. Thanks for checking in, 73. Have a good evening. I have you in and out. And then who was the other check-in there? Go ahead.
Kilo Echo 8, Tango, Quebec, Romeo, KE8TQR.
KE8TQR. Go ahead, Keith, with your comments.
W8BPB, this is KE8TQR. Good evening, John. Second time tonight. Just wanted to get in here on 17 meters. Okay, yeah, I did hear you when you let me know 6 o'clock on Friday. I will be there at 6 o'clock to help set up. So I'll be there Friday, and then I'll probably be there all day Saturday. Anyway, that's about all I got. Just want to say good evening to everyone here on 17. And everyone have a great evening, great rest of the week. This is KE8TQR saying 73, and God bless.
Okay, thanks, Keith. Thanks for checking in, and yeah, I'll see you there at 6 p.m. in the evening there on Friday. Very good. So thanks for helping out there. Very good. Okay, this is Whiskey 8, Victor Papa Victor, asking for check-ins.
Quick recheck down, W8ECT.
W8ECT, go ahead, Frank.
For anybody who's interested, the SpaceX just launched a manned mission in a polar orbit. It's 48 seconds into the launch, so it's still climbing out. You can see it live on YouTube. I don't know where else, but I'm watching it here on YouTube. That's all I got. Back to that, W8ECT.
Yeah, okay, very good. Yeah, Ken gave a presentation about that at the Aries meeting, and there's some software you can set up on your computer to get go with your handheld radio or whatever. It doesn't have to be handheld, and you can get slow scan TV. Slow scan TV on that. Go to the Aries website at www.summitaries.org. That's SUMMITARES.org, and take a look for the software to download to do that slow scan TV. Ken's presentation may be on there, so that might have the links to download that software. So yeah, very good. That's a very unusual orbit to be going polar over the poles there. So or take a look at that on YouTube there. So that. Thanks, Frank. Okay, this is Whiskey 8, Victor Papa Victor, asking for check-ins.
Whiskey Bravo 6, India, Victor Fox.
What was that call sign ending in Victor Fox?
Whiskey Bravo 6. India, Victor Fox.
Whiskey Bravo 6, India, Victor Fox. Go ahead. This is John W3X at the mic for the Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor Band Exploration Net here in Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. That's Cuyahoga Falls Amateur Radio Club. Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor is our call sign. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I just was passing through, and I heard the part about the SpaceX launch, and then I heard you ask for check-in, so I don't know if it's an open net, but my name is Jerry. QTH is Boulder, Colorado. I'm a QRP station with a Elecraft KX3 and a hex beam up 35 feet, so I apologize for the weak signal. But, yeah, the thing about SpaceX interested me, so I stopped and listened to it for a minute.
Okay, very good. Well, your signal is just as strong as the local people here. I'm getting you a solid S9 here, so QRP or whatever is coming in very good. Over.
Wow, well, thank you. Yeah, this hex beam is great. I've got an amplifier around here, but I haven't gotten around to hooking it up because I've had so much fun without it. And it's been amazing. But I'll let you guys go back to your net. I just was listening to the thing about the SpaceX launch, and I'm going to go check out the YouTube for that.
Okay, very good. Well, thanks for checking into our net. This is open to everybody. Don't have to be a club member, so that's one for the numbers. And Colorado is a nice contact here. So thanks for doing that there. Very good. WB6IVF. This is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor 73, and have a good evening.
Okay, 73 to you too, and thank you very, very much for letting me interrupt.
Okay, yeah, very good. Check in at any time. Next week we'll be on 6 meters, so there's not much chance of that, but then the week after that we'll be on 10 meters, on or about 28.360. That'll be the second Monday of April there. Very good, thanks. Okay, this is Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor asking for check-ins.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Charlie, Uniform Alpha.
KF8CUA, go ahead with your comments.
No additional comments here on 17 meters, just checking in, and I'll be in and out. 73.
Okay, Eric, thanks for checking in. 73, have a good evening. That's very good. Okay, Whiskey 8, Victor Papa Victor asking for check-ins.
Whiskey 8, Victor Papa Victor, this is Kilo Echo 8, Uniform Lima Charlie, Kurt, Cuyahoga Falls.
KE8ULC, go ahead, Kurt.
I have nothing to add. I look forward to seeing all of you at the Cuyahoga Falls AmFest this weekend, and 73.
Okay, Kurt, 73, you have a really good signal over here. Thanks for checking in. 73, have a good evening. Okay, this is Whiskey 8, Victor Papa Victor with John, WO3X at the mic, asking for check-ins. Okay, I don't hear any at this time. I'll repeat the announcements, then I'll give one last call for check-ins. Okay, so as you may have heard, the Cuyahoga Falls Amateur Radio Club Hamfest is this Saturday. Doors open at 8 a.m. for to come in and shop around. And now Friday evening, starting at 6 p.m., we need volunteers to help set up the tables and chairs and to put the markers, the labels on the tables for the vendors to tell which table is theirs, and also to help set up the volunteer exam session area. Let's see, so if you want to sign up, go to the Cuyahoga Falls Amateur Radio Club website, www.cfarc.org, and then scroll along the top up there, and toward the right you'll see the word Hamfest. Click on that, and then scroll down till you see the map of Ohio, and along the right half of the page, you'll see let's see here, where'd that go? Okay, you'll see a map, a road map, and then below that is an outline of Ohio, and then right underneath that is a purple bar that says sign up form to help at Hamfest. So if you can help out at the Hamfest, click on that and fill it out appropriately, and let us know what time you can help us. Okay, so starting 6 p.m. Friday evening, and then 6 a.m. Saturday morning. Now you don't have to be there at 6 a.m. Saturday morning. You can put other later times to help out. So take a look at that and let us know what you can help out with. Let's see. So that's the main thing that's coming up real soon here. Then next week, on April 9th, is the Cuyahoga Falls Amateur Radio Club meeting in person at 7:30 p.m. at the Pilgrim United Church. It has an address of 130 Broad Boulevard, but you get to the meeting by going on 2nd Street just south of Broad Boulevard and go into the parking lot. And you get into the meeting by going in the door, which is off the corner of the parking lot. Again, that's at 7:30 on April 9th. Then, if you can't attend in person, you can be an active participant by going on Zoom. And the link for that is on the right page of the right side of the page of our main page, and that's on www.cfarc.org, and then scroll down to April 9th, and you'll see about the meeting and the Zoom link. Just click on that, and again, the meeting starts at 7:30, April 9th. Then elsewhere on that page, up above that calendar area on the right, you'll see about unmeetings. And what those are dates that we will be gathering at the clubhouse for various activities. So take a look at that and see if you're interested in going to any of that activities. Let's see here. So what else do we have here? I guess, okay. Get your articles into the newsletter editor today. The website or his, you send them to newslettereditor@cfarc.org, where newsletter editor is one word. So today is the day to get them in. Let's see, that's all that I have in the way of announcements. So this is Whiskey 8, Victor Papa Victor, last call for check-in.
Hey, John, just so you know, W8EZT here, the 6th station out of Colorado. I think he said he was QRP. He was giving me a solid S9 in here, quite a
Oh, yeah. His signal was as high as the local people here.
I agree. Just wanted to add that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get back to what I'm doing, working on the Hamfest. WADCT, I'll be clear.
Okay, Frank, thanks for checking in. Okay, Whiskey 8, Victor Papa Victor, last call for check-in. Okay, I'm not hearing any. In preparing to close this net, I would like to thank all of you who took the time to join us and check in tonight. As mentioned earlier, this band exploration net meets every Monday at 9:30 p.m. local time. Next week, the frequency will be 6 meters. 50.270 megahertz upper sideband. Please feel free to check in regularly, even if only for a moment. All comments are welcomed and valuable to us. This has been John, and my call is WO3X, and it's been my pleasure to host this evening's net. At this time, I will close the net and return the frequency to normal and customary amateur radio use. This is Whiskey 8, Victor Papa Victor, closing the net at 2:02 UTC or 10:02 p.m. local time. 730 with, 9 check-ins, counting myself.